welcome back everybody. I'm Chloe Velleman and this is the continuance of season 2 of our Behind the Plate podcast. The fall semester got pretty busy for everybody involved, so we decided that it would just be best to go ahead and pick it back up in the spring. So we are here now after all the weather and Christmas break and everything. This is my first episode of the semester, also my last semester, so sad. So I'm going to get in as many as I can. This semester, my main goal is to film on Mondays and have episodes posted by Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. I'll do all my graphics and my social media for it. But today I have 2 new ones who have never done a podcast with me before. We've had a couple ones who have done it before, so I'm excited for the new ones. So I want you guys to go ahead and introduce yourself, do name, major, hometown, classification, and position.
Okay. I'm Emma. I'm a psychology major. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Cierra. I'm a computer science major. I'm from Valley View, Texas, and I'm a freshman.
Okay. And what do you guys play on the team?
I'm a catcher.
I'm a catcher outfielder.
Oh, that's a duo right there.
I know.
Oh, I feel like you don't
Best of
see
both.
many of those.
I know.
That's interesting. Okay. All right. Usually I like to go like a softball question, then like a fun question, so I'll switch it up and I'll go back and forth. If you guys just want to answer, or if I, jump in, it's whatever. You guys make it what you want. All right. So what inspired you to start playing softball, and when did you realize it was something you were passionate about?
Well, for like most of my life, I was actually a swimmer, so I did that for like 12 years. And then I moved to Austin, and I started playing softball, and I realized that I liked it a lot more, like the team aspect of it, because swimming is really like individualistic. So I just picked it up, and I've been doing it ever since.
See, I started playing when I was about like 4 years old. My parents, they threw me in a t-ball. I was the only girl on the team. I played with way older boys, and they gave me a choice when I got of age. They were like, do you want to play baseball? Do you want to play softball? I was like, I'm tired of the boys. I want to go play with the girls. So then I've just been playing ever since.
Nice. I was thrown in really young like that, too, and I played up until I got around the high school age, and then I couldn't do it anymore. I had too many medical problems. I became a grandma early on. Yeah. But I did get to manage my high school team. So I'm from Cabot, like where Scales is from. So I know her from back in the day. Yeah. I've known her since we were wee little lads. Okay, let's see. Ooh, there it is. How do you mentally prepare for high pressure situations? Like, obviously hitting is very like an important skill to have in softball, and that can be really demanding, or it can be as easy as baking if you're a baker. So how do you guys deal with that?
I think that a really big thing that is like misconstrued is that like high pressure is like you're thinking too much, and I really think the answer is just not to think. Like, just play the game that you know how to play, do what you know how to do what you've been doing for so many years, and don't like if you tell yourself it's a high pressure situation, you're gonna like probably make a mistake.
Yeah, Coach Jackson has made this a very big like implemented thing into our season so far, and he's just saying like God has already planned what's gonna happen, so that bat has already been planned. So all you can do is just do your best because your plan's already written for you.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to tap in more into that because I'm like the same way. Like if I'm like thinking it's a high pressure situation, I'm more likely to fail rather than if I just like go with the flow, just do my best.
Yeah. I think a lot of athletes, coming into college are like, oh, it's like so much more high pressure and high stakes because of how much is riding on college games, I feel like. So I feel like Coach Jackson has brought in a really like enjoyable aspect for you girls since he got here. Like I've really loved seeing how the team has turned around, like from when I first got here to where you guys are now, especially because I feel like a lot of his coaching tactics, like you just said, and I've like seen some of the practice breakdowns. I think those are really cool that you guys do. So I think that he has brought in such like an enjoyment meter for you guys. Like it's almost like you guys enjoy it more now versus when I first got here. So yeah.
And also we're just really all supportive of each other, which I think is like culture is a really big thing for going into season like that.
Yeah. I know last year he gave me 2 at a time, and they were some kind of partners that you guys do on the team.
The APs?
Yes.
Accountability partners.
Yes. I love that idea. I thought that was so neat, and it's so interesting to see like certain positions be paired with each other, and then they come in here like off the field, and it's really interesting to see how you guys all interact with each other, especially off the field. And I love that because you guys are so cohesive on the field, but when I see you off the field, you're your own element and you're your own person, and I love to see you guys' different personalities interact with each other like that, especially. I think that's my favorite part of seeing you guys as the team, is the accountability partners.
Yes. Oh, it's so great. It really is. And especially as a freshman, though, like an accountability partner, it really helped a lot because I was so nervous.
Yeah, it helps you like get to know everybody and feel more secure in where you're at and like of your decision to play in college.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. What is your favorite memory from a game or tournament that you'll never forget? Can be good, bad, ugly, anything.
I think I don't really have one specific one.
Okay.
I think just like my favorite memories from playing have to be like the tournaments that you get to travel to really like cool places. Like I've been to Florida, I've been to like Gulf Shores, Alabama, I've been to Colorado, and it's just really fun to be with your team like outside of softball in those like places. Like for the Colorado one, for example, like I went whitewater rafting with a bunch of my teammates. Like I would never do that anywhere but Colorado. Like so I just think it's like those moments that make it the best.
See, mine would definitely be my freshman year. We were at this really intense district game, and I hit a grand slam, and I was so nervous, but I was like thinking, I was like, okay, just get on base, and I hit it, and on the video, like I'm just sprinting, and I had no idea it goes over until I see the crowd jump up and down, but then we ended up winning the game because of it, so that was definitely my favorite memory.
I love those moments. Back when I used to play, I don't remember a lot from when I was younger. I think I've slept it off too much. But I specifically remember one tournament I played in before. It was like right before I had to quit. My mom was standing like right behind where we're hitting at, and she's videoing, as all moms do. And I remember that I hit a home run, and I remember like going into the dugout after I rounded the bases and I got back, and I was like, Mom, can I see the video? And she was like bawling, and I was like, Mom, it's not a big deal, I promise. And she was actually so mad at herself she missed the video because she ended up jumping in a pile of fire ants.
Oh no.
So it was a good day for me, maybe not so much my mom, but I do remember that specific moment, and luckily one of my other teammates' moms got it on video, so my mom was like, okay, that's better. But my poor mom had a rough moment there.
I bet.
All right. Let's do a fun one. What's a fun fact about you that most people wouldn't guess?
Okay, so mine, I don't really have like too crazy of fun facts, but I actually like showed lambs for 5 years.
Oh, I
showed
seen that on TikTok.
Yes, you know like that ring look? Yes. Like they walked, I do that.
That crazy girl that had like that dead stare.
Yes,
I love
I did that. Yep. So I can fully relate to those TikToks. That was me.
Was it just lambs or did you show other?
No, I showed just lambs. Originally I wanted to show goats, but then luckily they convinced me out of it.
I growing up I rode horses.
Ooh, okay.
So like I was really into it. So like I had like horses, like my room had stickers of horses.
I had a cousin just like this growing up.
And it was really fun. Like I was really good too, like not to be cocky, but like I was pretty good. Like apparently I was like 5th for my age group in the state of Arizona.
That's good.
Like I was not bad. And I low-key do miss it. Like, I wish I would love to, like, go out and, like, ride horses sometime eventually.
It's going to be retirement.
Yeah.
That's good. I've always wanted to retire on a farm one day, so maybe, we can go in on that together.
Let's do it.
I remember, so I didn't start, this is my fun fact, but I didn't start until I got to college, but I can line dance like nobody's business now.
Oh, you got to teach me.
We have Big Betty's Country Dance Hall in town, and that's, like, the only thing to do in town. And small town Arkadelphia, everybody, there's not much to do. There's a Sonic, there's a Walmart, there's 2 Taco Bells, and there's also Big Betty's Country Dance Hall. It's where a bunch of college kids go to.
I haven't been there yet.
It's so fun. There's line dancing. They have darts. They have cornhole in there.
You
they have
karaoke.
Pool tables, karaoke nights.
I've never been there.
They'll have like local bands go in there and play. Last semester at the end of they had midget wrestling. That was really funny. I wish I would have gone. I regret. But yeah, that's my fun fact is that I might have grandma joints, but I can line dance like no one's business. And it's so fun. And I burn my calories.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
All right. What's a skill or strategy in softball that you guys as players often overlook but can make a huge difference in your game?
I think base running is a really big skill that's like not only overlooked by us, but like overlooked by anyone, because everyone's just like, oh, you just have to be fast. And like in practice, you're like, oh, we have to base run. Like I really don't want to do that. But it's more than just running. Like you have to be smart, be heads up. Like you have to know what's going on. And I just think that's a really big thing in the game that could really cost you.
Yeah.
See, I agree with the whole base running thing. Like, I base that off of just being, like, aware in the game, because a lot of people, we've been playing it most people have been playing it your whole life.
It's like
you get comfortable.
Yeah,
but some people get too comfortable, and that's when it gets bad. So I just say probably just staying aware, being heads up. Yeah.
I have a fun story about base running from when I was younger. So I've grown up playing the game, but I got on a team one year when I was, like, maybe like 12U, and this girl started playing who had never played before. She just decided one day when she was 11 years old, I want to play softball. And we were like, okay, we'll try and get you caught up, because you know a lot by the time you're in 12U. And she hit the ball one day in practice, and she ran to third base and not first base. And we were like, it's like reading, like
yes.
So
there's just no words. Like like
she got the second before we told her to finally just go back. And but she still ran all those bases. She was committed.
She got her steps in.
Yeah, she did. She was committed, and so we laugh about it. I don't even remember the poor girl's name. I just remember my mom brings it up every now and then, and none of me or my sisters play softball anymore. She'll just be like, you remember that one time? It popped up on my Facebook the other day. I was like, okay, Mom.
Oh, goodness.
All right. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be and why? You don't have to give me a why if you can't think of one. But
okay. So mine would be Princess Diana.
I
want all the royal spill.
I love that.
I want everything. All the conspiracies. I want to hear the truth.
Oh, yeah.
And then probably Kevin Hart, because he doesn't love a good laugh.
That's true.
Doesn't love a good laugh.
That's true.
And then Simone Biles.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She is literally the GOAT, and she's a big advocate for athlete mental health.
Yes.
So, just overall.
Have you guys watched her podcast episodes? No. I love them. I recommend. 10 out of 10.
I'll have to check them out.
TBH, I couldn't really think of one, but the biggest one that came to my mind, because I'm such a huge fan, is Harry Styles.
Oh, me and my family are Harry Styles people.
I would give anything to just meet him. Like, I love... His music is very controversial, but I do love his music.
My freshman year of college is when he came to Arkansas for his concert. So our Christmas present that year from my mom was me and my 2 little sisters and my mom all went together to the concert.
I went to one too.
Yep,
it was good. It was really good.
And I always dream, like I have a dream per month at least of Harry Styles calling the Hogs. That is a memory that will never leave my mind. I think my 3 people would be Robin Williams, because I love all of his movies that he was in. I think, I don't know if this counts as like an actual person, but the genie from Aladdin, like, good laugh, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Very good laugh, very good storyteller as well. And then Queen Elizabeth was my royal person.
Yes.
I love Queen Elizabeth. My middle name's Elizabeth, so I just feel like we would connect on a good level.
Oh, yeah, she has all the stories.
Yes, and she was around forever. She was like a nurse back in the war back in the day as a queen.
I saw this TikTok the other day about her, like, she worked on, like, cars. She was like a mechanic.
Yes.
I was like,
that
that's
girl did
such
everything.
a slay.
She lived a full life.
Oh, she did. She did.
It was a sad day, wasn't she?
I know.
All right. Let's see. Who has been your biggest influence or mentor in your softball journey, and what's the best piece of advice that they've given you?
I think my dad has been the biggest mentor in my life. He kind of told me, or he would tell me all the time, like, if you're going to do something, like, do it to the best of your ability, which is, I think, a really big theme this year, like, from Coach Jackson and, like, our team, like the run to win.
Yeah.
I think that's a really big, like, aspect he's trying to get into our heads, which makes sense with what my dad's saying. But I think my biggest, like, influence to, like, keep going would be my little sisters. They both play softball.
Oh.
And my sister's a sophomore, so she's, like, starting that recruiting journey too. And it's giving me, like, anxiety because recruiting is
so
a big
stressful.
thing. But I just hope that, like, they keep pursuing what they want to do, and obviously to the best of their ability.
Yeah.
Mine would definitely be my hitting coach. I've been going to him since I was 8 years old.
Aww.
Yeah, so him and I, we click. He's like we call like our therapy and bullpen, like or hitting put together. He's just such a great guy. Shout out Don. He's so amazing. He's always taught me that I can just do me and it'll work, and that he believes there's no such thing as a hitting slump. It does not exist. That's his biggest thing. Does not exist.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
shout out Dawn for real.
I know, Dawn.
I'll have to talk to him about that because
yeah, she'll send you the link.
I will.
So you can watch.
Dawn Bethane.
I know that I am not on my softball journey anymore, sadly. However, back in high school when I had to quit, I was the manager for our softball team in high school, and we went on to win our state championship my sophomore year. Shout out. Love y'all. But I used to think that our coach was the meanest man in the world, and he just yelled too much. And now that I look back, I actually realize that he yelled because he cared, and I maybe saw that man cry a total of like maybe 2 or 3 times my whole years there. And I just shout out Coach Cope because, you know, he's a very interesting person, and he has mixed reviews, but you get a good review from me because now that I look back, he made us so much more mentally tough than we could have been with another coach, and he taught all the girls that have gone through there, you know, how to play softball well and how to be a team really well, which is hard coming in from different backgrounds. So shout out Coach Cope. I really enjoyed him. So all right, we have 2 questions left, and they're both fun, so we'll end on a high note. All right, if you can only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Call it a death row meal, if you will.
Ooh.
Just a big old platter of sushi. I love sushi. I could eat that all day.
Interesting. My sister, that was one of the first things she wanted. She just had her baby 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
And her best friend brought her sushi, and I brought her a deli sandwich because, you know, you can't eat those when you're pregnant. So that was one of her things, too. She was like, please, God, let this be my first meal.
It's so good.
I won't eat raw sushi, but I will eat the deep fried rolls.
Okay.
I've learned a new love for those in my last year or so. And the sauces make it. I like the sauces.
The sauces do make it. I agree. Now that I know it's like a death row platter, I would say sushi, Texas Roadhouse rolls, for sure. Don't forget the cinnamon butter.
Yes.
Can't forget
That's the most important
part. Exactly. Probably my mom's like macaroni salad that she would always make for like holidays.
Okay.
I'm like, I could meal prep that for months. Yeah, and probably like a good steak.
Okay. What about to drink?
My hot take is I'm a Coke gal, like a Coca-Cola gal. Or a
Not a Diet Coke girl, but like regular Coke?
Regular Coke. Or like a McDonald's Sprite.
The Sprite on crack is what I call it.
Yes.
Did you guys know that Texas Roadhouse is doing roll bouquets for Valentine's Day?
I did not.
Shout out.
Okay, so when are we going?
Yeah, so
let's take a trip.
When are we going?
Because I want to go get one too.
Me too.
The nearest one, 45 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can make that quick trip. You know?
Easy.
I told my little sister who she just got her first real boyfriend, and I told her, I sent her the Instagram that I saw it on. I was like, you need to tell him to get this for you. You know, start giving him ideas.
Just speak it into his phone and it'll pop up.
That's right. It'll give him his own ideas.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. All right. I think mine would be loaded mashed potatoes, bacon wrapped green bean bundles. My mom makes those for Thanksgiving. I love them. She'll put the brown sugar on them too, so they're a little sweet. Movie theater butter popcorn, and a fudge brownie.
Ooh.
Yes, and to drink a Diet Coke and Kool-Aid. I love Kool-Aid.
What flavor?
I'm a lemonade person. Like
Okay.
the lemonade Kool-Aid.
Lemonade is good.
It's my favorite. I like to like mix it with Sprite or something too if I need a little carbonation one day. It's just so versatile.
It is.
I love it. I live in an apartment on campus and I keep packs of Kool-Aid all the time. It's just so easy, you know, and if like I get tired of water one day, like I've had my 8 cups, you know, I'm like, I just need some Kool-Aid. It's a good little sugar boost too. Love. Shout out Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid Man commercials used to scare the crap out of me. However, I've learned to love it now, so I guess they've redeemed themselves. All right, last one. What is the last show or movie you binge watched, and what did you love about it? Or what are you binge watching now? I'll include that.
Mine is Friends. Like I've probably watched the 10 seasons like 30 times.
That's my mom.
I just keep going
My mom's
back
a
and
Friends
forth.
girly.
It's my comfort show. I can't.
Like, you even turn it on for background noise when you're doing stuff.
Absolutely.
And,
Yep.
See, the last show that I watched it over break. It was Squid Games, the new season.
Okay.
And I don't know, like, what I really liked about it, but what I didn't like about it
I'll take that.
was the ending. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the ending wasn't too happy.
Okay. I currently I'm almost finished with Game of Thrones. My first ever watch show of Game of Thrones. I just started the last season, which I've heard is the worst, so I'm kind of scared. But I also recently started it, as in last night, Switched at Birth, an old ABC television show.
I've heard of that.
Yes. It kept popping up on my TikTok, and I was like, I might as well give it a shot.
Well.
So I realized I had it in my Hulu subscription, so I started it last night, and I'm already on episode 10. It's pretty good so far.
Okay. No sleep.
I like that. I just turn it on and background noise, and So yeah, it's pretty good so far. I like it, and it's got like a lot of older actors that I've seen before, which I also really like. So yeah, that's my current binge watch. So because I'm scared to finish Game of Thrones.
It's so real. I never wanted to finish the 100.
I've heard that's good.
It's so good. I recommend.
My older sister, who just had her baby, she was like, "You're not gonna like the ending," and I was like, "Don't tell me that. I won't finish it."
But like every season's like big plot twist.
I'll get through it. I'll get through that. So might need some comfort Kool-Aid, but I'll get through it. All right. Well, that was a good episode. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
A lot of the times when I get the underclassmen and like the freshmen especially, they're very scared. Coach Jackson doesn't tell y'all about the podcast until you're actually here on campus, so it's kind of funny to see y'all's faces when he brings it up. And so I always get like really nervous girls at first, and I have to like draw them out. But I'm glad you guys were not that hard to draw out. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
So proud.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for doing
Thank
this.
you. Go home and tell everybody that
I will.
it is fun, and they should not be scared of me. I promise. or the podcast. It's really simple. I promise.
My roommate's coming later.
Yes, I have 2 tonight at 9:15, and then I'm doing 2 on Thursday. So I'm getting my first 3 episodes out.
My roommate and my AP are tonight.
Oh, okay. I have class with Kennedy and Kendall, and I told them who I was having, and they were like, "Oh, those are good groups." So I was excited because he gave me a whole bunch of names that I haven't met yet, so I was so excited. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We will have new episodes weekly this semester, and the girls start season very soon, January 31st. You can catch that at osdn.com/live, I'm pretty sure, or osdn.live, one of those. That is the broadcast network here on campus that I'm also a part of. We'll be streaming every home game of theirs, so be on the lookout, and I will be posting links for podcast episodes as soon as they are up, so be on the lookout for those on Wednesdays. Thank you so much for coming, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
You guys were a great group, and we will see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.